you can burn the Canadian flag in front of on Canadians while waving a Mexican flag, they'll be okay with that. They do that with Palestinian flags.
I couldn't imagine them doing anything about that in Canada.
Man, you can literally say "Death to Canada" with the Palestine flag, and they're fine with that. I am actually surprised that they're not on any terrorism charges. I'm actually shocked that they were allowed to say that, like these Palestinian protesters in Vancouver saying you could say "death," quote unquote, "death to Canada."
Mm-hmm.
And I hope I don't get put on a watch list for this because this is for educational purposes.
Right.
But like you could say that, and I'm like, how are they not on like a terrorist watch list?
Well, you technically have like some protections for free speech. It's not as strong as America, but you have some. So I think that's probably part of it. Where it's like, well, if you say things are too offensive,
if you said like, if in America, if you said something like that, wouldn't there be police coming at your door and being like, "Hey, we want to talk to you about something. We want to talk to you about like what you're saying."
I think it depends on the context.
Not a security threat.
I think it depends on the context. There were pro-Hamas protests where people said that they didn't get in trouble. I mean, some of them maybe lost jobs or scholarships or whatever, but they didn't get arrested.
I mean, but were they talked to?
Maybe. I will say that there are, to be fair, there are anti-BDS laws, which like I'm not going to go into them now, but look up the Wikipedia article. Where if you do say certain things, you will, get in trouble with the law. But I don't think that saying "Death to America" is one of those things. Because
that's more security threats.
Right, but I don't. Well, it goes beyond that because it's like strongly supporting and advocating for the BDS movement. Is one of the things that can get you arrested as well, and that's literally just a financial boycott, which I think is absurd. I'm a free speech, not maximalist, but I'm pretty close to a free speech maximalist, so I'm not a fan of that at all. Even though I'm not pro Hamas.
What's the BDS?
Okay, I know what you're thinking, but this is boycott, divestment, and sanctions, which basically says, don't financially support any business that does any business in Israel because it contributes to their GDP, which they then use to purchase weapons in fighting off terrorists and their enemies.
Canada should do this. Don't support any businesses that exploit foreign workers. How about that?
I mean, you'd be boycotting the federal government at that point. You'd be boycotting the federal government at that point. That's just unfeasible.
I mean, because I'm like, why are we just letting business? Even Amnesty International was honest about the foreign workers too, and they were saying that it's contributing to slavery. Amnesty International.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, which is surprising for Amnesty International because they're the ones who are sort of less aware, I should say, or cognizant of such things.
Yeah, but the fact that they're calling Canada out on this, and they've called us out multiple times, I'm like, why doesn't Amnesty just started saying started blacklisting Canada or started encouraging blacklisting of Canada?